What is up, everyone? Good energy today. Today's another great day because, as you guys know, Austin bought himself
my new ZN6.
The new ZN6, the car he's been geeking over since he was in high school. We love these things. We've gotten very excited over these chassis the last year. It's kind of cursing me in a sense. I feel like I'm excited. Like, this is sick. So
3 of them right in a row right here.
Yeah, and we need more out of that.
You're itching for another one.
Yeah. They turn into S chassis now where like there's so many different recipes that you could do with them, and I get excited. I feel like a kid. I feel like I'm 20 years old with an S chassis again.
So many kit options.
So many different styles.
So sick. And so the big thing that we've been worried about is the drivetrain, right? Because the FA20 in this car is blown up. It's an auto car, and so we would have to swap everything through it. And we've talked about all the different engines we could put in it. We've calculated costs, time, everything, and we were trying to make this as easy for us as possible to have Austin get his dream car here. And so in the last video you guys saw, I surprised Austin with a drivetrain.
You did, and I cannot be more thankful.
So the poor kid, we literally filmed that clip an hour ago, like 2 hours ago.
I'm not good at receiving gifts either. I feel guilty.
So Austin, you'll just see Austin giddy through the whole experience. But as you guys know, we took the K-swap out of my S14, right? The thing's fully assembled, ready for real drive. This saves us weeks worth of work and abundance of money. And honestly, at the end of the day, K-Series is really the option Austin was really geeking for.
K is the way.
So we wanted to maybe try something different and cool, but I realized I didn't want to do a content car for Austin's dream car. Really, I wanted him to have what he wanted in the setup that will work for him better in the long term in terms of cost and maintenance.
This just makes sense.
It does.
It just makes sense.
And there's a lot of ones that do also make sense, but we know this makes sense and we love this option. Not that I'm trying to do another K-swap on you guys, but I don't want you guys to see this as another K-swap build. We are building Austin's dream car. We're gonna make quick work of it. That's gonna be the big part of it. We're gonna make quick work of this thing. We're gonna try to make it as easy as possible and just get straight to the punch with this. And I know we're all excited. I think the energy is real. Today, we gotta open up our clean slate here and get it ready to accept this new drivetrain. Luckily, since everything, is kind of rear-wheel drive converted already, this should slip in the car exceptionally quick.
I'll get the can opener. Let's open this can of worms. Come on.
We got a lot of worms to open, so.
I have to look under this thing.
Yeah, this is the first time it's actually going to be lifted up on the lift.
So when we bought it, we got our head under there, but we weren't able to really inspect it. The car sat for a year or so, maybe probably more than that. He said a year, but more than that. But the chassis looks very, very clean. We're not keeping much. So just about everything's gonna be coming out besides like the factory wiring and plumbing and stuff like that. We're gonna keep all that. But it's gonna be really easy to integrate. We don't have to go crazy. There's not gonna be a lot of fabric. We're not painting the bay for once. It's not rusty. We don't have to do any rust repair. It's just gonna be like this nice little
ready to go.
Ready to go. So this car's never been apart before. It's full factory, so we got a lot of stuff to take off. There's a bunch of under shields. We gotta take the front bumper off.
It's gonna take us longer to take the front bumper off than it is to put the engine in.
And we're gonna cover the shop in coolant fluids. That's what happens. But this is very exciting because, well, we're about to get ourselves a blank slate for something really cool. So, like you said, Austin, let's get to work. Oh, it's an aluminum hood.
Yeah, they are.
That's so, look at that, it doesn't weigh anything.
Okay, not next to the Porsche.
Oh, go. You think I got this? Ready?
I get the carbon hood if this falls.
You feeling lucky?
Feeling lucky, pal.
Roll the dice.
I mean, if it's anything compared to my shut was clean. No rust.
They're not that old yet.
They're not that old. They are built like a cheap car. It is a Toyota.
If this was an S chassis, I'd be stressed right now, but.
Damn, this is cleaner than mine. Wow.
Bullshit.
This thing's
Wow.
clean.
Not bad. Like, obviously you have your little bit of like factory suspension crust because Toyota is basically bare welds,
Yeah.
but like it's not bad.
No, the chassis itself is see?
Crazy.
Bro, it's
you
crazy.
just buy shells like this. And you have
So cheap.
and you have such a good platform.
Damn, you got all the undershields.
Completely stock, baby.
Nice score, Austin.
I got more cobwebs than rust. Straight ass pinch welds.
It's got pinch
And
welds.
no S chassis shit. Go look at Jimmy's 180.
Not S chassis, just
Go look at Jimmy's 180.
any older car. The pinch welds are usually pretty bad, alright?
The 180 is bad. Oh, it's just there for a while.
Yeah, it was for a minute. Cool, Fabrication.
I can't believe she's so clean.
Yeah, not bad, right?
So clean.
Just all. I had the oh! Wow, cool.
That's how you take the exhaust off.
Who needs it? $200. I know what I got.
Yeah?
Scrap guy.
Scrap guy. Quick announcement in today's video for a cool opportunity for the guys that are overseas that don't get to buy our merch very often. So we had leftover stock in Ireland from our many adventures there, and so the Drift Games guys were awesome enough to throw on their website for us, and it allows the guys that are in Ireland, the UK, and Europe to buy some merch that they usually can't justify because of the crazy shipping prices. They have it right on their website. It's super easy, and honestly, it's some of our best and favorite designs that we haven't had out in a long time. It's very limited quantity, so if you want it, hop below, grab it quick, because it's gonna go. I'm the filmer today, boys. Get you greasy. You brought your blue jeans in today.
I didn't know we were doing this.
I don't see metal in it.
I think it looks pretty clean.
I think it looks pretty clean. Maybe it's not the bottom end. All right, we're gonna go FA. Whatever. Nice, not seized.
Get a hammer, a little fabric tab.
Can I?
Can you get up that?
No, these pants.
Nice.
Oh, she pissing.
Oh, yeah, we knew that was gonna happen.
Wow.
What do you think?
It looks fine. You know what? Don't let him go through this, because he'll be like, oh, it was back half here in 2009. I'm like,
You know what's funny? Anything that is rusted is bolt on or new. The chassis is perfect. Look at the pinch welds, huh?
yeah, exactly. That's been the talk of the town, the pinch welds. Engine mounts, and then we should be good to go underneath. Ooh. Torque on that, John? Probably big one. I thought we were doing power tools here, there, kid. Got a good pump. Got a good pump going, I see. I don't want to break it.
Break it, Spoon.
I don't want to break it.
Break it.
I don't want to break it.
He's always break.
Corner light.
Yeah.
Hey, did it break?
Nice.
How'd you get it off so fast?
Because I wasn't scared to break it.
Just break it. It's fine.
No, it's killing it.
It's full of water.
Is it? Oh my god, look at it, yeah. Don't forget your blinker fluid. Any weird things up front? Gotta hold it onto the rebar. So we could just... Shit. That actually came off really nicely.
These cars are really easy to work on.
Yeah, I love that. Nice! This thing's full. I'm gonna put this in my car. I don't wanna waste it. That's like $1.98. Man. There we go. I just ran out too.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, right?
That's it, baby.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
I haven't washed the bay in a long time. These no longer fit, but okay.
Oh.
Cut it out, we don't need it. Do the pressure first. This thing probably has a full tank.
This bitch was going right on heat.
Cars only blow up when they have full tanks, I swear to God. Right?
That is a fact.
It's nice because if I remember, the wiring all unplugs very like modularly. You know what's a funny fact? The first engine I ever pulled was a Subaru engine. It was out of a Bug Eye. It's my buddy's car.
Never touched a Subaru.
Never touched a Subaru?
Nope.
I'm pretty confident that like every Subaru from like the 80s to now has like the same bay orientation. You know what I mean? Like it's all extremely similar.
I was always an Evo guy over a Subaru STI guy.
I think I'd rather work on a Subaru than the Evo.
Really?
Yeah.
Just as car.
Oh, I mean, fuck yeah, Evos are. I'm an Evo guy, but like,
I
I would rather work on a Subaru. Except the spark plugs. I don't want to do spark plugs on Subarus. There. Yeah, so it all just disconnects right there. They're so smart for making the engine harness and the trans harness disconnect from the firewall here versus it like rooting into the car and having to pull it all out. So Subaru, I know that wasn't Toyota, Subaru. I think Subaru just knew that their engines were gonna have to come out a lot.
Yeah, we don't need that where we're going.
Not for a drift car.
Oh, of course, right on the freaking design. You love that. Dude, squirted. Oh, there we go. Oh. Should we just let it blast out the side? Yeah, screw it. There we go.
More than that.
It's it. We're pulling an engine. Fluids will be spraying out of this thing until the moment we get rid of it.
Scrap guy.
Nah, I want the heads off of it for another project. Hell yeah. So, just about everything's disconnected. Cheese ball brake. It looks like the front core support on bolts, which really, that's sick. But everything.
Kind of like the E36, right?
Kind of like E36 in a sense, right? Which is nice, opens this up. Allows us to get this out easier. And there wasn't much. Subaru did a really nice job making everything some very obvious disconnects. There's nothing really hidden. There's nothing weird. Just everything's on top, unplugs. They knew we were gonna have to pull it out.
Your fingers.
It's so bad.
I
No.
in the glove is a cheat code.
The problem is I'm actually really hungry and someone gave me cheese balls. You're still cheesing harder, kid. Heck, that's cool. Little access panel, we love that. It's nice because if you kind of get whacked in the front a little bit, you just replace this.
Yeah,
And
don't scrap that.
Definitely not. It's a good piece. On the 2JZ ZN6, because we're, well, you know, big ZN6 guys around here. We had like a tubular style one, which was nice for extra clearance, but this will fit just fine.
Last little drops.
That's what it drives.
You gotta shake it before you put it back in your pants.
More than 3 shakes, you're playing with it. Hold on.
Not bad. That's a skinny ass radiator. This is sick. Look at this. We took the crash bar off. It's just like full access. That's huge. Where do we strap this thing?
Right around the intake.
Yeah. The trans is heavy, so like I'm just gonna go. But, you know? Do you think this transmission is worth anything?
No.
An auto FRS?
No. Even the manual ones are dumb cheap.
Yeah, they are. It's literally wrap it around the AC compressor.
Yeah, I don't hate that idea.
Right on trans.
Yeah, I'll just put a little pressure off of it. It's gonna go dumb crooked, but we'll be alright. Alright. 2 trans bolts, and then we're gonna see how crooked this thing comes out. No scratches, alright? We're not painting this thing. Look in here, boys. I think it's actually like kind of balanced somehow.
That's pretty good.
How is that
Honestly,
working?
not bad. Yeah.
Just throw on the jack.
I'm gonna keep jacking it and you just yell at me. Oh. Just watch out for that EDS.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, where'd it go?
This is chill. We're chilling. Starter and
Should
AC.
keep it. You wanna put this in your car?
Was it?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
AC compressor and starter. What a great point of leverage. Right there. Great work, team. Good thing we took off the core support. Go forward a little bit.
Is it too late to go back?
Oh, you mean go back?
Good. Alright, we're out. Go on. Get. There it is.
Good riddance.
Hell yeah.
Not bad for a day's work.
Not too shabby. So, okay, we've done a lot of trash talking on the FA. It's a great engine with a lot of potential, and honestly, there's a lot of perks to it. But we're not doing it. That's all I'm gonna say. We're not doing that right now. We're not doing that. Maybe one day. Well, these engine bays are huge. It's so sick. What a great chassis for potential swaps. The subframe is a little far back, which makes things a little bit intricate if you were doing like big header cars and stuff, but like, dude, it's so wide, it's long, so much potential. You know what it is? Like, what's nice is a lot of engine bays aren't that wide, so if you want to swap in like, I don't know, like quad cam V8s and other things like that, they get tight in a lot of chassis. This thing, it's like, why not? The JZ does overhang quite a bit, you know, especially compared to how far back the subframe is, but honestly, there's more room for more swap options, I feel like, than the S chassis. I know I keep comparing it to S chassis, but that's what we got to compare it to.
This is new age.
New age. The 2J, the crank pulley's like right here. Boys, so you're probably wondering, Jim, what do we need to do to prep for the K Series? So, luckily there's not a lot of prep in here. We're pretty fortunate because, one, we're not painting the bay, which is huge. Now, the big thing is, there's a couple things we're gonna remove. First off, we're gonna be getting rid of our ABS unit. So right here, this ABS module with all these lines, we're gonna get rid of it, simplify up the bay now while it's nice and easy in one go. On top of that, we're gonna be redoing the fuel lines. We're just gonna run new fuel lines to the tanks. We'll be getting rid of the factory fuel lines, just so it makes it easier with the aftermarket hanger, and in running a true return system, it just is easier for us. And on top of that, there's a couple brackets that we won't be utilizing in the engine bay that you can cut off if you want. Mainly, the big ones are the strut bar brackets. We're not gonna cut these off on the tower here because we don't want exposed paint, but we are gonna cut off the ones on the back of the firewall. This will end up being intrusive on the head, and we don't want that. So we'll be ended up take this whole bracket off the firewall so we have more room behind the head. And besides that, honestly, all the factory wiring stays. And really, that's maybe a good power wash, and we're ready to slip her in. What do you think?
Let's clean it up.
Let's clean it up. Boom, ABS, goodbye. So obviously we got to run new lines for the ABS delete kit. Luckily Chase Bays makes a really nice kit that allows us to delete this pretty easily. Now the big thing is when you're deleting your ABS is the module right here. This is actually in control, or at least communicates with our speed sensor, right? Wheel speed sensor, the ABS sensors are what we use as a speed sensor in the car. So the computer in here we actually need to have plugged in. So I'll end up pulling this box off, plugging it in and tying it out of the way. I do have to remove this box from the actual physical unit itself and leave this plugged in if we want our speedometer to actually work. So just keep that in mind. But this is easy to kind of tuck out of the way, which is nice, and it opens up a bunch of room in the car, which honestly looks a lot nicer. And if you are swapping it, it leaves you room to have accessories. Like if you want to go with a catch can, power steering reservoir, or whatever you need here. So I'll read it. Goodbye. Also, one last piece is we have this bracket right here. Looks like they put this in so it could either be right-hand drive or left-hand drive. Look, it's the identical piece, which is kind of cool. I mean, they must just swap the upper firewall.
Huh, yeah, okay, so yeah, the steering column would actually go through that.
Which is sick. So if we need more room for the exhaust, we can cut this piece out. We cut it off on Spoon's car and it gave him a lot of extra room, but I'm hoping that we don't actually need to do so on their car. We'll find out when we test fit it. Get this thing cleaned up. This looks so silly with this little grass water. Look at the extendo on it.
There we go. Get rid of that grime. Get rid of that grime. Make that base shine.
It's 15 degrees outside, Fahrenheit. Oh yeah. Look at this. I keep saying the color of this engine bay is like the color of that bottle that of bronze, like tanning lotion your mom had back in like the early 2000s. You know,
The bronzer?
The bronzer tan bottle. Tell me it's not the same color. The Auntie Bronze. There you go. I don't got an aunt in Florida like that. You got an aunt in Kentucky like that?
You like that?
So if you strip your car apart, you can spray the engine bay with water, cover all the holes that you don't want water in, like the hose for the brake booster, your exposed brake lines, your exposed fuel lines. Make sure it's all caps. You don't want water in it. Make life really hard later. Big old strut brace bracket in the way. We don't need it. It'll give us a lot of room behind the head for hoses, wiring, whatever we need. The compressor's off. Damn it. Nope, belt's shot. God damn it. It's not the right tool, but it'll have to do.
Just 3 little spot welds.
Yeah, just 3 spot welds.
R.I.P. to a real one.
Yeah, she finally died. I think that's some hours on her, huh?
She's international. She went to Japan. What's that sad music that always comes on at
The world's smallest violin.
There we go. Getting somewhere.
Oh no, we have to cut it too.
I was gonna say, it looks like it's sandwiched.
Sandwich. I completely remember
That's
now.
crazy that they did that. You gotta slice the top. Yeah, it couldn't have been that easy, just 3 spot welds, no.
No, I just remembered. I went through the same thing. Just in time.
That was fast.
All right, bracket, gone. Now let's clean it up and get rid of the bare metal, and look how much more space we have all behind here. And this is where the head's gonna be, so that space is very, very valuable. Another huge thing is the fact that the heater hose lines are right behind the head. It makes it very difficult for most swaps, unless maybe you put a BMW engine in it where it sits like this. But we want to try and keep heat if we can, so we're going to cut the heater hose lines back as far as we possibly can while still allowing us to get potentially a hose clamp on it. That's the goal, because
Yeah, as long as we just slip a pinch clamp in there, we'll be fine.
yeah, we could even cut the hole a little bit bigger.
I don't care. Fucking cut it up.
Me, from someone that doesn't have heat, you want heat.
You want heat.
My feet be cold.
I trust both of you.
They be heat.
We live
Cut
in the
it up.
north.
Perfect. And we can't have bare metal, so we're gonna put some direct to metal paint on here to seal it up in the meantime, and then we'll get a little can of touch up and we'll just spritz her. Even though I don't really think you see it back here.
Yeah, it'll be behind the head. It won't matter.
Yeah, this is huge. Honestly, like when doing a swap, you can get really tight on the firewall. You're always cramming engines in the cars, and so like whatever you could do to give yourself more room between the head and the firewall on a swap, do it, because it'll make your life a lot easier. Picasso. Maybe I should buy an old ass S10 and a tackle box and pinstripe cars.
I was just about
And
to
then,
say,
and then
you want to pinstripe
you
this
can
car.
call me Jimbo, you know?
I'll let you pinstripe this car.
You'll regret saying that. All right, well, the chassis, a little ZN6 here, is officially ready to accept its new drivetrain, which is sick. Not a lot of prep. It was nice. We didn't have to rewrite anything. We didn't have to really cut in anything. We didn't have to paint anything. It's gonna go in just like this, nice and efficient, nice and easy. I can't wait to see this thing in the car. It's gonna like, obviously we see the engine, we see the chassis next to each other, but when it finally slips in, it's like aura changed.
Finally, you took it out of the other car like 2 days ago.
Finally, yeah, literally. But you know what I mean? But like aura change, like the vibe change, and you see it, you know, and it feels good.
I still haven't even processed yet that I own this car, let alone that another engine's going in it yet.
Mount should show up like any minute now, so we should be able to get that in pretty good. But car's prepped for it. The last thing we have to do to actually get the drivetrain in the car is, if you look, the factory trans mount right there is super skinny. Factory trans really tiny, really skinny. It fits between that. New trans is not gonna. I don't really know what trans would fit between that. Maybe besides like a SRKA or like a RX-8 trans or something would fit between there. Everything else is way too big. So that will have to get cut out, but we'll do that honestly off camera when it gets up in the air. But besides that, we're ready to go. So in the next video, stay tuned to see the engine in. We're making good progress. Very excited. I have been on the phone, I think, nonstop for the last 3 days trying to make this thing happen as fast as possible, but it's working out pretty good so far. But for now, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And Austin,
Have a great night.